events. Women's singles is next. A brilliant matchup, Sofia Kenin and Sloane Stephens. Chance for us to look at the universal tennis rating for both of them. Kenin coming off the Australian Open victory. She's been outstanding of late. Stephens, her rank is a bit down. You can see the hard court rating is still to Kenin's advantage.
Yeah, Kenin's got a pretty sizable lead here in the UTR ratings. Sizable ranking in the sizable advantage in the WTA ranking, sizable advantage in how she's been competing the past week or so. I think Kenin's energy level is also a lot different than Sloane's. She's 21 years old, 5'7". It's her rookie season. Again, what a huge pickup from the Philadelphia Freedoms. Also from Florida, just like Sloane. Of course, Kenin's actually Russian-born, but she's an American citizen, plays for the USA. Even has that fun racket from Babolat with the US flag on it. It's very snazzy.
I think Jack Sock is using the same racket.
He is. Looks good.
$15-all.
Love Kenin's interesting ball toss. I think I've never noticed it as much as I have this week because the photographer here is very, very fascinated by it. But she looks kind of down as the toss goes up and then flicks her head up at the last second. So the still photography of her serve is very interesting, and it's one of her quirks, but it works for her. Australian Open champion. It's clearly working.
A couple of errors early from Kenin. See if Stephens can take advantage here early.
It's a challenge for both of them, having been on the bench for the last couple sets and waiting and, you know, ball girling and hoping to get back on and warm up a little bit. So it's a bit of a challenge to get settled in. Might take a game or two.
And another error. So break point for Stephens. Should be something positive for Chicago, who's still looking for their first set win. Excellent serve.
It's a good response from Kenin. A few shaky points, then comes up big with the serve. It's what you'd expect from her. She's just so into it. She's so dedicated.
So deciding point. Crunch time early. First serve and the first game goes to the Freedoms. That might prove to be important. Here's Sofia's success, and you can see the only loss was to Kim Clijsters of the New York Empire. And you see 5-love over Para, 5-1 over Venus Williams. I mean, she's been hurting some players. McNally 5-1.
She's been so dominant and so intense. Every single point she plays, almost as if she's in Melbourne still. I mean, she's taking it so intensely. I also love that Kenin's always, the first to scream "come on" her team. She's very energetic. She's very into it.
Yeah, she is a perfect addition to a team, isn't she? For her intensity, execution.
She says Billie Jean King called her up personally to invite her.
How do you say no to Billie Jean King?
You can't.
You can't say no.
Even if you're Sofia Kenin, you cannot say no to Billie Jean. It's a bit more dictating of the point there for Sofia Kenin. Stepping into the court and really stepping into that backhand, settling into this match.
Yeah, here's Sloane Stephens so far. Hasn't gone so well for her in the singles yet. 9th last in women's singles.
Wow, that's so crafty from Kenin. It's kind of a two-handed down the line, risky drop shot there, but it worked perfectly. It shows that she's not just a baseliner, you know, she's got a lot of craft. It's a smart play. And Sloane has had a bit of a challenging time so far in singles, but, you know, I think on any given day she can beat anyone.
Exactly.
She just has to be dialed in. Kamau Murray is trying to make that happen. He's her personal coach and the coach of Chicago Smash.
That's an interesting way to get an ace, but that's what happens when the let cords are in play.
Well, you saw Kenin there go for it. You know, you like to see players that still try hard, even though, you know, that was really against her favor.
Yeah. Big game for Stephens. And a big moment. 1 point to decide the game. Excellent forehand. Accelerating beautifully.
She got another lucky net cord on away there, but then she really stepped into it and ripped it. And that's the kind of tennis you want to see from Sloane. I think she feels a little pressure because in the last match, Kamau Murray subbed her out and put Jeannie Bouchard in for singles. And I think that's going to give you a little bit of a kick, try and prove yourself and step up and really go for it.
Exactly. That was against Danielle Collins. Bouchard ended up going in and winning the set 5-4 in a tiebreak. Boy, that's strong.
Kenin's going to play every single point the same. She's going to be going for every single shot as much as she can, stepping into it when she can. It's going to be relentless, and Sloane's going to have to really step up if she wants to take her out.
Missed badly. Of course, Stephens, her forehand is her big weapon. The backhand is very dependable. She does like to make matches physical. Obviously, this abbreviated format, it's tough to sort of play your way in. You've got to get off to a good start and establish yourself.
Kenin's missing a little bit more than she has in the past few matches, but knowing her mentality, never give up, fighting spirit, just going to find a way to get those balls in.
Too good.
Wow.
Drop shot lob combo executed perfectly.
That's a tough combination for the person across the net from her when you do that, because it's almost a little embarrassing to get played like that, because, you know, Sloane got there and then hit it right into Kenin's forehand and tap it right over her. It's a little tough on the ego.
that's out. So Stephens has more break points. She had a couple in the opening service game for Kenin. Now she's got a couple more with the no-ad scoring. See the chances both players had. Failed to capitalize, at least so far. We'll see what happens here. 30-40.
It was a good combination from Kenin to go out wide and then follow that backhand right up the net. She's got a very strong, stable backhand down the line, I have to say. It's a tricky shot.
Oh, that's out. And the smash have a break. Stephens 2-1. Some uncharacteristic errors from Kenin. Stephens will be happy to see that one over the baseline. With a very tight sequence of 3 games, it could be a break either way. Instead of Stephens, who's got the edge. Is so quick to grab the advantage, particularly when she's behind in the score. She has a real sense of what she needs to do.
She's trying to get a lot of matches under her belt as she goes into the tour reopening, and she's taking this so seriously. So every single point to her really does count. Even if she's down, you can't really tell. She is missing a little bit more, but, you know, credit to Sloane getting balls in, getting first serves in, putting some pressure on her from the very, very start. It's an unforced error from Sloane. Instead, a big come on from Kenin. Gives her 2 break points here. Even it out at 2-all.
Kenin battles back to take the game, get the break back. So it's 2 games all. They'll take a short break. We'll take a short break as well, but we're coming back to the Greenbrier for more women's singles. So welcome back, 17-13. Sofia Kenin, so good off the ground with the pace she can generate, her timing, but also has a bit of finesse too.
You can see just how far Sloane Stephens was and how Kenin saw the opportunity to go for it, and Sloane barely even took a step forward. You want to see Sloane kind of more engaged with her footwork, but then credit to Kenin for taking advantage of it and showing off her touch.
Nice little dropper. Well, they say your best chance of getting the break back is in the very next game. We'll see if Stephens can try and get it back.
I feel like Kenin's feeling a little more comfortable off her backhand side today. Just making a lot more backhands, a lot more tougher backhands for sure than her forehand side.
Boy, what a couple of plays. Stephens, that little forehand cross court. She carved this one with underspin. And protected that space behind her so well. Thought she was going to go the other way, but protected that too.
Usually don't like to see the forehand slice. I think it's a bit more of a passive, almost a lazy shot, but in that case, it can also mix up a point.
Yeah, she's missed a couple of forehands. And there's another.
But Sloane's doing a great job of staying steady. You know, if Kenin's going to be missing, giving you a few gifts, you want to get the ball in the court no matter what. And Sloane's doing a great job of that. See how Kenin kind of looks a little exasperated after hitting that winner, but she expects so much from herself. She wants to be making those shots. She doesn't want to be missing. She's not used to missing so much.
Yeah, and she has really made some improvements to her serve. More first serves in the service box, more pace. And as a result, a few more free points here and there makes her tougher and tougher to break. Deciding point.
Wow, another big ace down the tee there. I think Sloane's questioning it, but it's in. It's a huge serve from Sofia Kenin. It shows her stepping up the opportunities when she has them.
She's looking like she's comfortable putting the serve in either spot. She served out wide. This one's right on the tee. Tennis Channel logo.
Just kissed the line there. It's a good combination from Sloane. Just on serve at 2-3 and just laces that forehand winner. Kind of off the back foot almost a little bit as she ripped it, but it's a big shot.
Yeah, that time she measured the forehands perfectly.
It's just fun seeing Sloane engaged and playing good tennis. You know, this is a U.S. Open champion out here against an Australian Open champion. You want to see good tennis, and we're getting into it. double fault from Sloane.
Yeah, the scoreline always looks a little more comfortable at 30 love, doesn't it? Now it's 30 all. First double fault for Sloane.
Another error from Kenin, this time off the backhand side. I mean, I think she's going to want to try and go a little bit more safer, give herself some room for error, a little more margin, and really make Sloane work for this.
Oh, she is so automatic with that backhand line return. I've seen that throughout almost all her matches.
All the backhand down the line is about timing. It really is how and when you see it. And with Kenin, she shows no hesitation with it. And that's a huge part of getting it over the highest part of the net. And giving yourself a little bit of room for error on the line.
Some aggressive hitting from Kenin. And there is the break. So Sloane loses the lead, loses the game. And Kenin a chance to serve for the set at 4-2. Look at the top-ranked American women. Sofia Kenin in at number 4 in the world. Serena Williams at number 9. Strong group between 13 and 30. Plenty of talented players.
Kenin's got to be feeling so confident, though. You know, I know that the shutdown came at a very inopportune time for her, coming off the Australian Open win, number 4 in the world.
She also won a title in Lyon. Yeah, the habit of winning, I think, suits her. She likes to play and compete. And in the form she's in, and the confidence she possesses, boy, look out.
And just sprays it wide a little bit, but she had the right idea to hit a little bit of underspin, change up the pace, and then go for the big shot. It was the right idea. It's just a little bit too risky.
Craig Carden, coach of the Freedoms, longtime coach of Martina Navratilova. They had a very successful collaboration.
He's here with Coco Vandeweghe as well, but she's not on his team. It's more credit to Kenin's serve, you know, hitting the spots that she wants with a little bit more authority, and she gets rewarded for it.
Yeah, I think that does. I mean, Sloane is good at getting balls back into play. And if she's getting beaten, it says a lot about the serve coming at her.
Another reward for Kenin for another big serve. And yeah, I mean, I think in this case, Sloane really needs to make Kenin work for it, but instead of giving it to her. It's 3 set points for Kenin. I mean, she can kind of afford to go for a little bit more of a risk on the serve, given that she does have those 3 set points, but it's still a little frustrating. We'll see how she bounces back from that. I'm going to imagine pretty well, given that she is Sofia Kenin.
Oh, what a strike. Well, she had some problems with the forehand earlier, but she finishes off the set with that winner. Cross court, 5-2. Kenin with a nice performance. So she breaks Sloane a couple of times, loses her serve once, but gets it done. 5-2.